It's time for Geocache Talk. Whether you are at work, in the car, or wherever you are, we hope you enjoy this show about the great sport of geocaching. If you're watching live on YouTube, you can be part of the adventure tonight in the chat room and participate with others as they watch the show. If you are listening later, please give it a like and subscribe on your favorite podcasting app so that you can get all of the weekly Geocache Talk goodness. If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. To sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today. Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today.
Big thanks to Derek of Baker 6 Clan and our featured patrons, Bounce Bounce, Poe Ann, Atreides 78723, Logwork, Miko Put, TTO2, O0 Ridland Kid 0O, Geocaching Adam, Thumper G, and TX Care Bear, Oil Bear 125, and our new patrons, Stark AZ, MP Dreyer, Fishing Kitty, Windland Bunch, and Jaspery. There they are. Well, let's jump right in. We got a lot to cover tonight, so let's jump right into show 256 as we have a special guest tonight with us from Right in the Rain, Sean Lacey.
I thought you were calling me a special guest.
No, you're the
Okay, yeah, Sean's he's pretty special too. So
that's right.
Work for a pretty cool company.
That's true.
Sean's going to be with us for a little while before we have our other guest on for tonight's topic. But we're going to talk a little Right in the Rain. So I'm really excited. I think it's been about a year now, Sean. We've been kind of promoting, and you guys have been, a sponsor for us with Right in the Rain. It's been a great experience for us. We love having you guys on, and loves the promotions that we've been doing with you guys, and I think it's been great. We've had, at least from our perspective, we've had people who have really been very excited that we run these periodically, these promotions with Right in the Rain. So far so good for us. It's been great. So thank you again for being part of it.
Our pleasure. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. They go hand in hand. So it's nice to be able to see our products used. And, when you make a product like this, you want to know the type of industries that are using it and what industries have identified it as their industry standard. So
Right.
Knowing that it's as embedded in geocaching as it is has always been fun.
Yeah, and we're going to look at different products. We've got a couple websites we're going to look at and talk about. One thing, too, like you said, there are other industries. Obviously, there are other industries that work with Right in the Rain. Something that even before it was a geocacher, Jesse was using Right in the Rain paper, right?
Yeah, I'm muting and unmuting because my puppy, who is
I'm sorry,
growing every day, is over here rolling on the ground making noise. So he's excited though. Although he found some Right in the Rain logs this weekend too. We went out caching and took him with us. And but yes, in the past, I was in law enforcement, just like many of our listeners, and we also have a lot of former military and active military that listen to this show. So
yeah,
they're already familiar with Right in the Rain from their careers. But there is actually a downside to us covering Right in the Rain. It's just my personal one, but used to be I was super excited when I find Right in the Rain. Now I'm disappointed when I don't find it in a cache.
Right.
I'm only expecting to see it now, and
exactly.
oh yeah, this guy cares. And then the other ones are like, really, the Walgreens label? I just get so mad.
Yeah,
I remember it's always been like that, so I don't know why. I guess I think about it more. So it should be the standard. So
I agree,
definitely,
especially up here. I'll go caching here locally and find whatever off-brand notebook that's been put inside of them. And it's especially tough when it's like a full 3x5 notebook that's stuffed in there.
Yeah.
And the tiniest little bit of moisture and 6 or 7 pages are just glued together.
Soggy, wet mess.
So, yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun at all.
Yeah. And so, speaking of we're talking about several products tonight in our little time we've got together, but I do love, and we're talking about one similar to this, but this is a sample that we get. I give these away to patrons and different people, but these are great. The size is really great, and but we'll talk about some other ones tonight that we're going to get into right now. So
yeah, this is I've got the one Sean's got. I got the thicker one too. That one's
cool.
pretty good. But the field notes one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And this one's got a little thicker binding. There's a bunch of them. Now, of course, I still think this is one of my favorites because it's
the spiral. Yeah,
substantially sized. Yeah, the spiral.
It's great for an ammo can.
Yeah,
we grab them for more than just geocaching. Though we use them for a lot of things, lists and stuff, and hiking. And I know this is a geocaching show, but we use them for a lot of things. So
yeah,
I think there's a good amount of crossover between hiking, camping, and geocaching. So
yeah, it tends to be. Yeah.
Yeah, Mavit says he's migrating all his logs over to Write in the Rain paper, and Husker Medit, she likes the spiral ones too. So, well, let's talk about a couple of let's Derek will bring up for us one of the websites, and let's talk about one of these new products. I guess this is new.
Which one is it here? Doing the land nav, or are we doing the on the go?
We got
pulling up.
I'm not sure. Which one is this one, Derek?
This is just the main website.
Oh, okay.
So we've got 2 products to look at here today. One of them is a new one.
The 6-pack.
The 6-pack of the on the go notebooks. And
okay, cool.
I have, in fact, of course, I left my wallet upstairs. I keep one on I keep a real thin line wallet, not too much bigger than these. So these are the new on-the-go notebooks.
Yes.
So I keep this tucked into the front of my wallet, slides in right like a credit card, and I've got a notebook just sitting on the front. Size-wise, you can see the difference between the size between the sample notebooks that many of you guys have used before and these new ones. So these are real nice. They are lineless, and they tear off. I might need to kill my big light here to see a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. So I've got a line here that this tears off. This is perforated all the way through. But these come in a 6-pack now for $12.99.
Oh, very cool.
A single staple on the top. We got a couple different colors. I think the pack that I have with me here has the comes in these 3 here.
Yeah, here's the.
There we go.
Has the yellow, green, brown, black, and orange.
Yeah, and they're fantastic little notebooks. I've had mine in my pocket on the outside of my wallet for the last 8 months, I think.
Oh wow! Yes, that's a show that again, if you would. Let me pull that down. So that size is really a nice size for So that's. And so the one behind it is like the one I was holding up is the sample.
Yeah, that's a sample notebook.
So so it gives you an idea of that's a great size. There's a lot of caches that are really about that size.
Yeah,
I mean, really are, because this the one that I've got is it works well, but there's some caches that I can't put this one in. It's just too big.
Exactly.
So that version you got right there is perfect. I mean, that really is a great size. So yeah,
and they come in a 6-pack for $12.99. I think $12.95, something like that.
But wait, it's less than that with
our coupon.
With the coupon promo code Geocache 21.
Yeah,
20% off.
Can't beat that.
How about that? How about that good segue right there, buddy?
Exactly. Almost $3 off. So you're getting it for just a little over 10 each.
Yeah. That's
for a 6-pack. Yeah, that's 6 caches.
Yeah.
So that works out pretty nice.
You can then also, like you said, you could kind of include several things in the purchase for 20% off too. So
exactly. Yes. Not just per item or one item. Yeah.
Correct. We're exactly right. And then the other one, tell everybody about the land nav kit, and then I want to talk about pins real quick too before I let you go.
Yeah, definitely. So we worked with Battleboard on this one, and so we've got a full land nav kit. Though this would be more of an old school or an analog approach to geocaching, you could definitely fit your maps, your analog maps in the front here. Mm-hmm. You can use a grease pencil or a map marker and write on the front and then wipe off as needed.
Right.
Inside, it comes with one of our 980Ts, which is a good size if you want to see that in comparison size-wise between these others that we're talking about.
Yeah. This
is a great one for a lot of... it's much bigger in the sense of it has a lot more pages. So
Yeah. One thing too, Sean, some people do. I know that the puzzle folks people do a lot of puzzle caching.
Oh, sure.
Is that they really want something they can carry with them, where they can make note of
in the field.
Yeah, in the field. Like Jesse was talking about how they, if you sometimes the only way you can do a puzzle cache is you got to sit down with pen and paper and figure it out. I mean, there really isn't another way to do it. There's some where you have to draw whatever they're explaining, and as you're drawing it, then usually that's how the code is revealed as to the coordinates for a cache.
It's not always super dry when you're out there doing that. So
sure, yeah, this one's got a good handful of pockets here, plenty here for pens in the front, markers, whatever you need. Nice zipper pocket right here.
Yeah,
that goes into the front.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice and sturdy. These cases for them are water resistant as well.
Oh,
and
cool.
So, though they would probably leak in a bit if you're completely submerged for a period of time, any sort of weather is going to be just fine on these.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that is a great one because as a cache owner, sometimes you got to carry. It's a good place you can carry those other ones with you in there if you're going out to do cache maintenance. You're going to have that. So, okay, a couple quick questions for you. One that came up in our pre-show, which I never thought about, but it's a good question. Somebody asked, or was in discussion, was, can you cut right in the rain paper, or are you going to cause a problem with the paper that it no longer works?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that I love seeing because of the bonding that happens during the coating process for our paper.
Right.
It is permeated into the paper. So cutting it is not going to reduce the water resistance properties of the paper at all.
Oh, okay.
So you can use a nice sheet cutter or something like that and get yourself some nice long strips to fold up in your smaller caches without any troubles.
Awesome. That won't hurt anything. And also, kind of as our final thing for tonight is if you could show a couple pins, because I think we always talk about paper being cachers, but you got to be able to sign stuff. So,
absolutely,
Sean's got a couple pins there that are cool.
If you like pins, you're into pins, right? So that's one of the things. So
you got to the
pins.
Well, the Land Nav Kit comes with one of our clickers.
Okay.
So this is a metal clicker pen.
Nice.
So on the inside here, with the majority of our pens, they all use the same cartridge. This is a black one.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. That's cool, the fact that they all use that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it makes it interchangeable if you find yourself running out. We've got them in a handful of colors now.
Yep.
So I like those. This was my go-to everyday pen for the longest time. Pretty much since I started working for Right in the Rain for almost 7 years now. And this was my everyday pen for the longest time. And then we started making these rubberized clicker pens. They're plastic. They use the same cartridge, but I really like the feel of them.
Yeah.
They write the same as others, but they're a little bit cheaper than the metal ones. But they have a real good feel to them.
Cool.
And then we also have are 2-pack of the OR
Yeah.
92s, and these fold into themselves. And so these can be stashed real easy in a pocket without any trouble. And they cap themselves, twist on, pop on, and they use the same type of cartridging.
Oh, yeah.
So
Slick.
Yeah, I got those in a couple different styles as well.
Yeah.
Or different colors as well. And then, of course, you've got your pens, but our pencil, we finally had to branch out and come with a new style of pencil. We've had this for the last year now. It's more of a traditional style clicker. Uses 1.3 millimeter lead, and it's got a weight on the front. So its center of gravity is right about here.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's nice.
So it uses a single lead, so you get the pencil and some lead for it. But the lead is pretty much the full length of the pencil.
Okay.
And it comes in through the top. So
that stays
pop the eraser out.
Nice.
And having a big 1.3 millimeter lead is really, really nice.
Yeah, not real. I mean, that's a decent size, so you can write on wood or whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
I like that. Well, man, that is awesome. Sean, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys partnering with us. And, just let people know again, the promotion is coming to an end. So please use the code Geocache21. You might get lucky. Sometimes you'll run across a way to use that code, and whatever code Right in the Rain may be using at the moment. So sometimes you can, work it out. And again, thank you, Sean, so much for being on with us tonight.
Oh, my pleasure. Always a pleasure to be on here.
Yep. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk soon.
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Sean. That was Sean Lacey with Right in the Rain. Send him a note if you would sometime and tell him thanks for supporting us. And they have
really
been.
Should be the standard in geocache logs.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I know we can't officially make that, but why would you put anything that's not waterproof in a container that's going to go outdoors?
Right.
Because any container that they say is waterproof, it's not eventually.
Right.
Eventually, water gets inside it, right? So,
something's going to happen.
Yeah. And our whole game is based on being able to sign your name on a log on a piece of paper that stays outdoors. Kind of use waterproof paper. That's just me. Who knows?
I'm just but just thrilled to have Sean and Ryan the Rain as a partner has been tremendous for Geocache Talk and the network. It's been great. So, all right, well, let's bring on our guest for today. Oh, wait, is that Ryan? Okay, no, never mind. Let's go on to somebody else for no.
You're not supposed to harass our guests before they start.
I gotta mess with Ryan a little bit. So, but Ryan, welcome to the show. Welcome to Geocache Talk Network. Gosh, no, it is. It's great to have you on, buddy.
It's great to be here. What better reason to drink and talk about?
You're perfect. Oh yeah, look,
Stuff for another show.
A lot of people not realize that Ryan is the was the instrument to get the. That's for another show.
I think you just called him a tool.
He was the instigator. He is the originator.
Instigator may be better. Yeah.
That's for another
Not
show.
instrument. Yeah.
Yeah. He was instrumental in getting us the glasses. So.
I know. I like this. Just back from Mingo Madness. When will you ever learn, Ryan?
You've been back a little longer than that, but you might not feel like that. May feel like it was last week.
Yeah, it feels I think I call it about 2 days sleep.
Yeah. Ironically that Kuhn and Bud brought that up. We are going to mention off the top that if you didn't get to buy any Mingo Madness swag and you might be interested in that, guess what? The store's back open. What do you know? So you're in luck. The store is back. There you go. Oh, yeah. Perfect. There you go. So definitely check out the swag. Flint Hills Geocachers have put it out. We've got the link in the show notes, and we're showing it on the screen. Ooh, is that one still available?
That one.
Dang.
That one I have plenty
Obviously,
of.
that's my favorite.
That's my well, definitely that one.
I actually had somebody find the virtual today. I sent them a note and they ordered one. So
Is there any?
Very cool.
Seriously, are any of these around?
there's that one's probably one of the most limited. There's only about 15 to 20 of those left.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh, those are going to be
And
gone.
This is that.
For those audio listeners, he's showing the actual event coin.
Yeah, the event coin, man. This
Madness.
thing is beefy. I love it. It's a great coin. If I can show the back of it without, I love the back. So you never get to show the back. It's got the blue switch. Yay, blue switch. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Juan did a great job of designing those.
Yeah, upside down. There we go. There we go. There we go. The blue switch turned on. So it's off, but then it's on. So that's a great one. Yeah. Great coins, and some of them are available. So anyway, check out the store. Very limited, but if you'd like to get them, they're out there on the Flint Hills.
Good presents for events coming up now that events are coming back, and lots of good giveaway swag, prizes, and just collector's items.
And a lot of them are actually, and we did it when we made them, they're more cache specific than event specific.
Yes.
Now, of course, the maze, that one's just going to be for the maze.
Yeah.
The community event coin for Mingo, of course, is just the community event coin. But some of them are Mingo specific. So if somebody just went out and got that cache or anything like that, they can get a coin to commemorate that wonderful find, especially if they're finding that commemorative plaque.
That virtual associated with that coin and that plaque is quickly gaining as one of the most favorite caches in Kansas, which is funny. It's cache is up to 352 favorite points so far, so that's pretty neat.
That's a bunch.
Yeah, that's a bunch. I mean, it'll never catch Mingo. That one's been around for a couple years.
No,
but it is gaining over a lot of the other ones in nearby vicinity, which is kind of fun, right? So we all got to be a part of that one, so that one's kind of fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well, let's switch gears and let's talk a little bit about Geocoinfest 2021. And just to let people know, we're doing 2 giveaways, one tonight, and then we're going to do one audio for the audio listeners. So there'll be a question later on that you'll need to send us the answer to at geocachetalk@gmail.com. But we have a giveaway tonight of, the T-Rex. Yes. Sorry.
T-Rex head. And for the audio listeners, it is a massive coin. You can't really tell because Ryan has big old gorilla hands, but that is a huge coin.
That is a awesome coin.
It's, I don't know. What's the size on that one, Ryan? That's a huge, heavy coin.
I want to say it was a 3 inch or 3.5.
But it's a thick coin. It's got great graphics on it. Yeah, show it sideways a little bit there. Look at that. That's not a thin little thing there. That's a beefy coin, buddy. Beefy.
You could double as a belt buckle.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, that's
the only thing I have for comparison. Bottle cap.
There you go. Bottle cap.
So if you'd like to win that coin tonight, please do #CoinFest in the chat room, and we will pick a winner toward the end of the show. So, and then we'll do an audio one as well, and I'll give you that question later on. So, Geocoinfest, date, time. Give us the first basic details of where we need to be and where we're gonna go.
Before we even get into that, can't we just celebrate for just a second that megas are actually happening more frequently again? So, I get it, COVID, pandemic, world burned, whatever, but I need my events back. So I'm sorry.
Well, this weekend
they had to be out and hang out with my friends. So
and this weekend they had the first, I think, canoe mega event. If you've been watching Facebook,
well, they had Midwest Geo Bash.
Well, it was actually, what was somebody calling it? It pretty much got flooded out.
It got flooded out, but
oh no.
Yeah, a lot of rain, but they trudged on. They're geocachers. They can
They're
handle it.
geocachers. I think they had 4.5 inches of rain in less than 12 hours.
Yeah,
So that's a lot of rain for
that's
an
a lot of
area.
rain.
That is a lot.
But they
That's okay. It just makes it a more interesting event, right? Did they raise the terrain on the event for them?
Midwest Flood Fest. Yeah,
That's what it was, Floodfest.
Midwest Flood Fest. But yeah,
We need a 5T mega.
one
That would be great.
one user wrote, "I was at the Midwest Geowash."
Geowash. Now there you go. I like that.
Oh gosh, yes, 8 inches on the ground. That's
Wow.
D was.
I know
saying.
Dee's on her way back from there, so
Yeah,
I know Lori was out there.
yeah, but she was glad she didn't camp because you can go to Midwest Geobash. You don't have to camp.
Yeah, but everyone had a water bid this weekend.
That's true. They all did.
That's right.
Whether you wanted to bring one or not. All right. So Geocoinfest, Kansas City, Missouri this time.
Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh, Gary, you just sent everybody to the wrong state.
Man,
No,
you're almost as bad as the Major League Baseball. Putting Kansas City, Kansas on the
if you're in Kansas City, Missouri, you're not very far from Kansas City, Kansas. I'm sorry to tell you, but
They're kind of close.
you're close.
Yeah.
There's a couple side events actually in Kansas City, Missouri, and some of the activities we'll be talking about cross into the Missouri side as well.
Okay, cool. It's going to be actually in Overland Park. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Overland Park is one of the suburbs in Kansas City, Kansas.
Okay, cool. It's going to be September 4th.
Yep.
Okay. So far, I got some of the correct information.
You're 50%. Great.
Yeah, so far. Let me try another one. At least the day of, and against there's always side events at great megas, and this is a great mega. 10 a.m. to 2:30.
2:30. Yep.
Okay.
Is it 2 o'clock? Well, the museum actually closes at 3, so everyone will be gone by 3.
Right. Very cool. So there you go. So I got a few of the information right. I'm collecting the correct answers. Answers.
If we keep giving out misleading information, this will be like a mystery event. So that may be unique too, right? People have to find out what state it's in, what time it is, and everything.
Yeah.
And
So
maybe even what day. We'll confuse them on the day too. So this will be a whole new type of mega.
GC 8 DT 4T. So DT 14, is in like difficulty terrain, and
then for terrain.
For terrain.
So there you go.
Oh yes, make it a 4 terrain. That would be awesome. I need a 4T mega. I don't think I have that slot filled.
I don't think anybody has a 4T mega filled.
That's probably true.
Yeah, back in the day when you could really like ramp up the difficulties in the terrains.
Yeah, you can still ramp up the terrain, just not the difficulty. So
you can't change.
Maybe that's a whole new thing we can mess with.
Yeah.
Then they'll change.
Follow the rules. Follow the rules. That's what I meant to say.
I still loved our idea of the D5 where you have to solve a puzzle just to get into the event. But
yeah,
I went to a 5-5 event.
Alas.
I was in Germany and I had a 5-5 event that was definitely made up. It was upstairs in an event, so the terrain had to be a 5 because you had to walk upstairs.
Oh, there you go. The tot. And it had to have a tot.
And the difficulty was finding a parking spot because it was in a small town. And that was their answers to the 5-5.
Wow. At least my 5-5 event was on an island. At least it's a little more legitimate than, now. 5
it was a one-way street.
No, not really. 5 terrain, yeah. You had to have a boat. There's no difficulty in finding the island if you have, if you're used to using GPS, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. Let's first go through all of the cool side events, and we'll work our way up to Saturday. So, what is kicking off this particular mega, Ryan?
So our first event, we had to start it earlier than everyone else. So we're actually starting on Wednesday night. And Wednesday night, we're having the welcome barbecue event. So it's actually at Joe's Barbecue. They have a catering hall called the 180 Room. And we're going to have a a dinner there, and we will definitely have raffle prizes and different items to help fund the event. We will have a tag for that event. We didn't have a coin for that one, just a tag.
Okay.
But we are definitely going to enjoy some of the local cuisine of Kansas City barbecue.
Nice.
So that one's going to be Wednesday night. Should have had this GC code pulled up, but I do not.
It's all right. Early bird. It's an early bird.
We'll put it in the show notes so everybody can have it.
Yep, the early bird gets the queue is the name of the event.
Early bird gets the queue.
I like that.
That's
So it does have
idea.
A limited number. Reason we're doing it Wednesday night because the facility's only so big. So
Right.
put your will attend so we can make sure we get enough food for it and have enough chairs for everybody.
Yeah. No, it's I think we have it. GC 9D33E.
I think she got it.
So there you go. Perfect.
So that's one of my wonderful volunteers out of Topeka.
Cue up the queue. Tom being funny. No, that's perfect. That's a great way to kick off because, like you said, it's early. It's Wednesday, so we're not going to get everybody there. But if you're in the area already, you're caching in the area. I mean, perfect. Pop over for a great event and for some barbecue. I mean, you can't.
Well, there's some great caching in Kansas City area. We're not putting out a geo art for it or any. Not a lot of specific caches for the event. We'll talk about some of them here in a little bit.
Right.
But there's already a bunch of great caches, mob caches. We have a local cacher in the Kansas City area actually did a set of mob caches based on the mob in Kansas City.
Oh, nice.
So if you've never knew that there was a mob in Kansas City, you can go out and do, I think he's up to like 25 caches, and they're all mob caches.
And during a mega is the perfect time to do those caches.
Yes, it is. I think you'll have a couple people.
You know what? So 1 second, and I'll say something because we have, and I try to remember this because we have so many new people. Some people that have never been to mega events, and some people that have not been caching very long. But for two things, one, you're going to talk about the caches that are going to be around the event. Obviously, there's tons of other ones, and some people are probably thrown off because they're like, Wednesday night. I thought this event was on Saturday. Kind of the evolution of mega events has been people now spend close to a whole week. They pick a destination like Kansas City or somewhere else, and they spend a whole week, and they use it as a vacation and, do events all week and cache all week. And then the other thing I want to say is the mob cache. So they're not super popular anymore. But if you're newer to the game, you may not have even seen them because they're pretty rare. But mob caches are a cache that it requires multiple people to be able to open the coordinates. So look into it, look it up, Google it. You'll see what they are, whatever. We won't spend a whole time on the show because I don't want to distract from the mega. But when you mentioned mob caches, it reminded me that not everybody even knows what those are anymore.
Exactly. And I appreciate you.
If you haven't done them, go try them. This is a perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Owen from KC, who'll probably be there since he's right there, mentions that you'll need 6 device or people to find the cache.
Okay, very good.
They are a lot of fun.
They are.
We did one. It was 4 people, I think, was what you required. But it's just fun because we had to go to. You have to go to a certain spot, and everybody has to be on. And of course, it's the Motley Caching Crew, so we're ribboning each other. It's like, come on, you gonna be part of this or not? We can't find the cache till you jump in this thing. Come on. I'm here. What do you want me to do? So we have a lot of fun with that. So you can have a lot of fun with the mob caches. They're great.
Yes. And Kansas City has a lot of creative individuals when it comes to like that. That's at one of our local Kansas City vloggers.
Yep.
So
they're ready.
I'm ready to meet him also.
Very cool.
This is that's a perfect time to do it. If you've never been to a mega before, you'll be quite surprised. It's tons of people, but everybody's friendly. You can make as many friends at a mega as you want. Probably more. You'll probably make more friends than you need at a mega. So,
there's a good. Yeah, they're mentioning they've got one in Omaha across 4 people in the center of a pedestrian bridge. That's perfect.
I like that.
Perfect. That's awesome. Yep.
So, and you actually did a really good segue without even realizing it. So you mentioned Owen from KC.
Yes.
So continuing with our events, Owen from KC is actually assisting with our first event on Thursday.
Nice.
And it's actually his first event he's ever hosting, and he's jumping into assisting with one at a mega event weekend. So I'm helping him out with it. We had a couple issues with location. If you look, you'll notice that the event is not published yet. It should be published hopefully this evening or tomorrow. So one thing that we want to do when it comes to Geocoinfest is not just about the geocoins and those of us who love all the geocoins.
Yes.
It's about everything geocoin or everything trackable. Mm-hmm. So we are launching a trackable travel bug race.
Oh.
So, and we wanted to do it at the Speedway, but there was an event that rented the whole grounds. So we were going to do it in vicinity of the Speedway where it's going to be the backdrop of the event.
Oh, neat.
So most of our events are going to be a 30, 45-minute official event, but, you know, geocachers, you're going to meet somebody, get talking to 2 or 3 hours, and that's going to be the event all day.
That's
going to be our Thursday morning event.
Nice.
So Ryan, I hate to keep slowing this down, but again, we have so many new people, and I've run into so many new ones right now. What is a travel bug race?
So a travel bug race is, if you don't know what a travel bug is, and we're actually doing a specific tag. It's not going to be an official travel bug, but we're going to have tags that are being made in the shape of a race car, just so everybody knows it's a race. And the good thing about us providing all of the codes for these tags, we know all the codes for that race.
Cool.
So if you buy one, we haven't set the date yet. I think it's going to be January 1st. We're going to go through with a couple of categories with all those trackables.
Right.
And award some prizes for distance and some other crazy things. So for those who actually send them out, you can get rewarded for sending them out and rewarded more than just seeing where it travels to.
Nice.
So
those are fun.
We actually have a spreadsheet to keep track of where different trackable codes go.
Oh yeah, those
are fun because it's an event that basically keeps going all year long, or however long you're going to do the travel bug race for. But you get to kind of follow it, and it can be quite fun if you've never done it before to follow a travel bug race for a period of time.
And yeah, it's like I said, there's not going to be a lot of work on the individual other than by the tracking code or by the travel bug.
Right.
And that one there, we went a little bit different. Like I said, you're going to get a tag. You'll also get a race car.
Husker Medic.
Those are actually going to be bought once the tags come in and once we get the actual race cars, just so we know the numbers. But we will have them for sale at the travel bug race and at the event.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Just a real quick note for people who are just tuning in. We got 2 giveaways tonight. We have one hashtag Coinfest. Hey, Darren. Hope things are great Monday in
Down Under.
And but hashtag Coinfest if you want to win tonight. And again, we have a audio one as well, but we'll give that question to everybody later on in the show. All right. So we're up into Thursday. What is going on Thursday evening?
So Thursday evening, I don't know how it became a big deal, but when it comes to geocachers, for some reason, geocaching and donuts has become a big thing.
Absolutely. Barbecue and donuts, 2 different things you got to have.
So we're going to give you plenty of time to go out and geocache. Because we do have I believe it's a chain now, but we have a Hertz Donuts going off of it. It was from a TV show, but Hertz Donuts.
Tom at Donuts. So.
Oh, yes. And it may be past Tom's bedtime, but I know he's traveling with people. So we're actually doing an event at Hertz Donuts because they're open 25 hours a day, 8 days a week.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
Somehow
They eat a lot of donuts. That's why they can stay up that long.
they can pull off 8 days. That's a neat trick.
Well, that's what I need. That's what we need actually planning mega events. We need more hours and more days in a week. So
That is true, yeah.
But so we are actually doing a midnight event. It's actually going to start at 11:30
Okay.
and going till midnight. There are coins available for the donuts. They're a lot like a lot of the other donuts, but with Hertz Donuts, their logo actually have a Band-Aid on their logo. So the actual Geocoin has a Band-Aid on it.
Oh,
Nice.
And on the back, it has, instead, we use their slogan a little bit. Instead of donuts, it says caching 25 hours a day, 8 days a week.
Nice.
I like it.
It
So that's
doesn't-
going to be the Thursday night event, just to get everybody with some sugar. We're going to try to.
There you go. There's the.
Yeah,
there
for
it is.
those of you listening, you should check this out because that's a cool looking donut with a Band-Aid on it. It's a neat coin.
Yep, and we actually have 4 of them that are available on the website currently, and they do sell in a set of 4. But then we also have an event or a coin that will only be available at the event.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, since we mentioned 8 days a week, Direwolf saying there should better be a Beatles donut when he gets there. So. And Julie is letting us know that Tom will make it because Tom's riding with Julia.
Yep.
So
That's what I kind of figured.
so we're safe. Tom's gonna make
And
it.
we're trying to find. I'm putting it out for a mission for all my Kansas City and Kansas people. A good night cache in the area beforehand because you got to keep people awake. So I'm going to put it out to somebody else for that to find out where they can find a night cache.
Plenty of time to hide a brand new night cache before this event.
Yeah, September. We're good. Well, we're getting close though. Get it done.
I think we're right at 40 days.
Yeah. So
you can hide a night cache in 40 days. Come on now.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. Early. I have all the stuff downstairs. We can do it next weekend, but
nice. All right. That gets you through Thursday night, actually into Friday morning, but
we're gonna do an event Friday too.
We're gonna have an event on Friday.
Yep. And this one's actually gonna be over in the Missouri side.
Okay, but involves food, I hope, right?
A little. Sort of. So another thing when it comes to trackables is we want people to be able to join the obsession of trackables.
Right.
What better way to do that than to earn a free one?
Ooh.
So we are going to have a Geocoin challenge.
Okay.
The event is going to be on the Missouri side. It's actually at Kemper Arena, which used to be the site of the Kansas City the American Royal, which was the big barbecue competition.
Oh, yeah. American Royal is that was like Memphis in May for.
Yes. And it still goes on every year, but they've moved away from Kemper downtown. They actually moved over to the Speedway.
Okay.
I haven't been told officially, but I believe that's who is renting the Speedway that weekend. They're setting up for it.
Gotcha.
So we will be doing... I like the next note. But we will be doing a Geocoin challenge where you'll be going to different barbecue establishments in and around the Kansas City area.
Oh,
interesting.
So we're looking at doing either traditional caches or even some lab adventures because it will be mega weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to put some of the lab adventures out for that. If there's a cache too close,
right,
we'll put for that stage.
Okay. Nice.
So you get a Geocoin and barbecue.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
I know I have been asked by somebody that's on the committee, had a meeting yesterday with them, and they're like, well, can we at least get the passport a little bit earlier? Because I want to be like the donut trail and eat something at every location.
Right.
So right. That's still in consideration depending on what individuals say who's going to be help setting it up.
Right.
So you may see the passport out earlier.
Yes, that's great. Yeah. Barbecue sandwich. You got to do at least a barbecue sandwich at every location. I mean, come on. Get 6 or 7 in you. You'll be good. Be good to go.
And I don't know about the vegetarian barbecue. That is actually one of the questions I've been asking some locations. And I have another individual who's coming that's allergic to tomatoes.
Ooh, that hurts.
So it's even tomato powder, tomato sauce, tomato paste, anything with tomatoes. So it's definitely one that I've asked. So
interesting. Well, at least there's some kicking around of the idea.
There's almost always some workarounds nowadays, though, because restaurants are used to that, right? They're used to people having allergies and certain dietary restrictions, so you can almost always find some options when you're there. I mean, I'm sad that you have to miss out on barbecue, but they're pretty good. Restaurants are pretty good now about accommodating people.
And that's what we're working on, because like with the Wednesday night event, the food's being provided by the restaurant. That's one of the things I've asked, is at least one of the meats not have tomatoes.
Oh, nice. That's nice of you.
So, and I don't know if Joe's has anything for a vegetarian meal, but I know they have plenty of sides.
Cool.
And things that I discussed when we talked to different locations.
There's probably a loaded baked potato in there somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Potato salad,
Yeah, okra, all that kind of fun stuff.
I watch the hot ones on YouTube, and sometimes people can't do the chicken wings, and they'll do
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Yeah.
Yep.
So before you get any ideas, Gary, we are not doing that.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing the hot ones challenge. Don't even get the idea.
Donuts, maybe? We always thought about doing donuts. We haven't done that yet.
I don't want to die. That just sounds like a terrible, terrible plan.
It's like
we got Adios in the chat now.
Yeah. Ryan's crazy. Get another mega. Yeah, that's what Adi's saying. So
I think Ryan has an addiction. We need one of those like TLC shows.
Yeah,
my mega addiction or something.
I have made the announcement. This is my last one until 2025.
Well, there you go.
I am not going to be the host of any more megas until 2025.
Are you? Is that a wager that can be taken?
What's that?
Or would you want to bet on that? Or
nope.
But it sounds good. At least you can tell the wife that. At least for right now, you can tell her that.
Yes. Well, she's at work still, so she'll be walking in here shortly.
Ryan's mega intervention. Yeah. Derek and I thought the same thing at the same time. We said that was pretty cool. Good thinking there. Yes. Okay. Let's keep the ball rolling, and let's move on to where are we? We're at Packet.
We're Friday night actually with the Packet pickup.
Cool.
We're doing that right there at the hotel.
Okay.
At the host hotel. And I do have some people asking about the host hotel with the rooms.
Okay.
I am working with the GM because, as everybody knows, with the economy and jobs, people are moving locations and jobs. I just found out last week our hotel reservation person has moved on from the host hotel, so I'm working directly with the GM now. So hopefully this week we'll get more rooms added to that block, and I will put a note out on the Facebook page and the cache page.
Okay, cool. What is there's a lot of hotels in the area, but is there a particular hotel you would prefer people to pick? Okay.
And my mind just went blank.
If they can, do you want them to?
It is on the website.
Okay. Ryan's working in the background. Or Derek's working in the background. He could probably help to pull up.
There it is. It's already up. He's quick. And of course I don't see it saying the website or the name of the hotel on there anywhere. There it is. The Hyatt Place is the name of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And there are actually 2 Hyatt Places in the vicinity. It's actually the one in Overland Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Husker Meg's helping you out.
Thank you.
Hyatt Overland Park. Perfect.
I need all the help I can get.
So another quick question we throw in, since we're talking about sort of this part of it. Trish just want to know if I-70 is the only toll road. I guess she's trying to plan. plan appropriately.
So I-70 is a toll road from Kansas City, Kansas west.
Okay.
So if you're coming in across the state of Kansas, so if you're going to hit Mingo and then come across, it is a toll road from Topeka to right outside Kansas City.
Okay, cool.
And I believe it's $3.25 for that toll. So, and pay attention because it's actually, the tolls are actually on the right-hand side of the highway. You actually get off the highway. It's one of the drive-through toll booths.
Right. You can, they'll bill you.
Yep.
They'll send you.
Oh, no. They do have toll booths.
Pay? Okay.
You pay on the spot.
If you drive through that left-hand lane, you're paying $15. You're paying the whole toll for the whole road. So
you do want to stop and pay them.
Yes, you want to stop on the right-hand side. And it's well marked.
Yeah.
So
cool.
But yeah, I think it's $3.25. It's not bad.
That's not bad.
I've been to Dallas. I've seen some of the tolls down there.
Oh yeah, they really
and
get you.
And Owens helped me out. If you're coming from the south on I-35 from Wichita, it's also a toll, and that's the whole road. If you're coming from Oklahoma up into Kansas City, it's the whole road.
I've been on that one at least for part of that, coming up through Wichita and then cutting over toward Mingo. So.
Yep. I just contributed to that to the Kansas roads last week or the week before last. So
going that direction. That's right. Yeah.
And you can pay in all nickels. Just gonna throw that out there for you.
Throw a bag.
I don't know. It's close. It depends on where you're getting on and off at. No, I won't get.
Now there's one of those little coin things, and you can throw all your coins in there, and it'll count it all up for you.
Those little baskets where you throw the coins in. Still.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you get off
kind of fun. You can throw it out there. You get to throw it at the thing, and it's kind of fun. So
that is kind of fun. It's like a little game, sort of.
And Mary's saying something about just to Emporia. I believe it goes all the way down past Emporia.
Oh, okay.
If you're doing the typical geocacher way, take 10 days to get there. The good news is if you're routing in almost any of the Waze or Google or Apple Maps or whatever, it will tell you before you get there that there's tolls.
Yes. And there's on that one there, at least I know from Manhattan across, there's a Highway 24 that goes pretty much parallel to I-70 the whole way. So
yeah, be careful if you're doing things and you're like, they'll just pay me, because in Texas, a lot of them they charge you a regular rate.
Yep.
As you go through, but apparently not in some of those. Neil Moore said he
rental cars.
$53 from the rental car company for his Mingo, and Direwolf said he paid $60 one time instead of $1. Wow.
Ouch.
So that's painful.
Yeah, that's one question I've learned to ask because I come down to Texas Challenge quite often.
Yep.
I learned to ask the rental car companies, how do you guys work your local tolls?
Exactly. Good question. Very good.
They're happy to pay them for you plus a fee.
Yes. They'll add a fee and then charge you the full amount.
Yes, they will.
So we're up to Saturday, the actual day of the event.
Wait, did we just finish discussing the packet pickup, how you want them to do that?
Yeah.
Ryan?
I guess we need to finish that part.
Well, first of all, you need to order your package.
There you go. That's a good first step.
That's a good
that helps.
Step.
For those who are actually watching live, the man behind the curtain is throwing up all the registration packages. So we actually have a kids 10 and under pack, which is going to be an event bag, a name badge, and then some activities for them.
I like that. That's a good idea.
And our basic one is going to have your normal stuff, your lanyard, name bag or badge, and the event coin with an event pin.
Cool.
And then we go into the VIP, and we did do the VIP +1.
That's a great idea. Yep.
And I have been asked about the spouse. Geocaching spouses are included in that, so you don't have to be legally married for that.
Right.
But the downfall is, depending on who your geo spouse is, if they like all the swag, that's where it changes some of your different items. So,
right.
And it shows right there. So when you add the different levels, you'll see they notice we add the plus mark to it. That's what's added to it. So the spouse one, you get the extra T-shirt, the extra pen, the extra name badge, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
it's not a full +2 for everything.
Exactly. You don't get all the trackables.
Yeah.
And that's what the biggest complaint was in the past was, what do I do with 2 of the same coins?
Right.
So, and that's one of the downfalls of the Coinfest is there are different versions of a lot of the coins.
Yes.
But that's what a lot of them are for, is to...
Yeah. If you have 2 people in the same household that cash, and you're going to get into a fight about having one, who gets what swag, probably the best way to do it is just to buy 2 individuals, right?
Yes.
Instead of buying the +1, because you won't get 2 full packages. So if you're going and your wife is going to outrank you and take all the fun parts out of the swag, just buy 2 bags. It's not that big of a difference.
So,
Well, I would apply for that direwolf, but you'll give me a fake name, as I saw earlier, fake name and number. So.
That won't work. So you'll want everybody to go to buy those. They'll want to go to geocoinfest2020.com.
Yes.
Okay.
And that, and we put the note out, as we all know, shipping is really taking a lot of time and things.
Right.
So we are actually closing registration on the 31st. So when the calendar switches over, so does
Saturday.
Yes. So next Sunday, registration is over.
Get it done now.
Well, and I noticed I put that out, and I did get quite a few people going, "Oh, I forgot mine."
Get it done now.
So,
multitask. Listen to us and get it done right now.
And I'm very big on. This is what supports the event.
Absolutely.
The actual purchase of coins and packages. This event definitely has a lot of additional expenses being Coinfest. So what we do is, I don't think we really talked about, we did talk about the Geocoin challenge. So what do you get for completing the Geocoin challenge? You get a Geocoin. So to pay for 300 Geocoins. That's where I promise you that none of this money goes back into my household. And any money that's not covering or that hasn't been raised to cover the event does come out of the households. So
we want to break even.
I always want to break even. And I always, as you two know, being with the Mingo committee, I shoot for the stars, and hopefully if I miss, I only miss by a little bit.
You always put on a good event, and that's why you keep doing them over and over. It's because you put on a good event that's really well received, and people enjoy coming back to them, over and over. So, this is not a cash grab. Buy the coins, buy the shirts, all that stuff. Plus, you're going to want them later anyway. But especially to all the new people out there, if this is your first mega and you're going to it, you're going to want that stuff later. And it's not like Walmart where you can just go 6 months down the road and buy it. You won't get to get it anymore.
No.
And you did mention it with the Geo shirts, the T-shirts.
Yes.
For those who've been to one of my events, I do not over-order T-shirts.
Right.
I did it one time and ended up with a whole bunch of work shirts. Because when you have extra shirts, they don't sell very often. That's one big thing a lot of people ask for at Mingo was shirts, extra shirts. They're not cheap to get produced, and I don't want to lose that much on them. So we don't order many extra T-shirts. So if you want a T-shirt, order them before the event.
Right.
Yeah, and last thing before we move on to some other items is what Tom's said before is even if you're not going to the event, or if you're kind of ambivalent maybe about that, but you want to support mega events, this is a good opportunity for you to spend just a few dollars, get some cool items, and then turn around and use them for gifts or use them for event giveaways.
Well, they're unique swag, right? You can put them in caches. You can give them away at your own events. You can do whatever you want to do with them.
Yep, and we're showing some of the coins you can get. The donut ones alone are incredible. That's really awesome.
I like the poker.
These are just the pre-event coins. We actually are going to be having like there's a poker. We haven't gotten to the poker tournament yet, but there will be, and that color is wrong. We did change it to actual
Changed a
royal.
little bit.
We changed it to the Kansas City Royals color blue.
Oh, okay, cool.
There you go.
Blue. You gotta love your local.
Absolutely.
So we're still on registration packet pickup. Yes,
pickup.
all this stuff will be available Friday night
Okay.
at packet pickup. It'll
Okay.
be at the hotel outside as long as the weather is good. If not, we do have a small hall that's in the hotel. So
Okay, cool.
I didn't mean to turn it into an infomercial, but
No, you're fine. That's good. It's a good
Hey, you know
time
what?
for it.
That's what keeps these events happening. There's no budget from HQ, like we tell everybody, and for new people that don't understand, there's no budget to put these things on. You have to kind of raise the money as you go to keep these big events coming, and they're a lot of fun. But it's a lot to put them on too. You know, there's no like company out there that comes in, swoops in, and does it for you.
Nope.
No.
And it definitely has raised costs this year. I've hosted events in 2017. I bought coins pre-pandemic from Mingo Madness.
Right.
And this event here, being a Geocoinfest, we are dealing with 4 different Geocoin producers.
Right.
So we definitely want to make sure that all the Geocoin producers are showcased as well.
Absolutely.
And every one of them definitely has more costs, especially when it comes to shipping and tariffs and taxes and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a couple people complaining because a lot of our coins that we're doing are $15 or $20.
Yeah.
But I hate to say it,
It's pretty standard.
even if you look at HQ, that's starting to become the going rate. I think the days of the $10 Geocoin for a new $10 Geocoin is almost over.
Yeah.
20s. Now, some of the ones that, like with the Mingo stuff, we're just trying to get rid of stock. You'll see $10.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But a lot of times they're going to be losing money on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't
prices go up, right? I mean, things have to get. The only thing that doesn't go up in geocaching is the premium membership. It's been the same forever, and they've got to be losing money on selling that membership. But everything else, like things have to go up eventually. Prices have to go up. It costs more to ship. It costs more to build them, and you know, we always. I remember when you can get a coin for $9. Well, that's great, but that's not real life anymore. You know, they cost more to produce, and they've also gotten a lot better too. Not to disparage any past coins, right? But the new coins are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, the 3D work and our event coin is produced by designed by Chris Mackey.
Yes,
he knows a thing or two about coins.
And for those who've seen the Chris Mackey coin, he definitely
he is the man.
We actually had one factory in China that said they will not produce it.
Wow.
I actually got the email forwarded to me from the producer. Says this factory will not produce it.
Wow. Too elaborate?
Yeah, too elaborate, too many not moving part, but it's 3D'd. There's a lot of work to it.
Right. Too much going into it. I understand.
So definitely.
Yeah. So Casher Niku, she put in there a good segue. Where will we be able to pick up packets if we can't make Friday nights?
And that's a great segue into Saturday. So Saturday at the mega event, which is going to be at Museum at Prairie Fire Museum in Overland Park. That's the main event space. Will be where you can pick that up. It's also where we're going to have all the vendors and stuff like that. Some of the things we're looking at pre-pandemic, they do not have a showcase in their hall yet.
Okay.
Because usually they'll have another exhibit that we're going to get added into. They do not have one currently. I think it opens a week after we leave. We're trying to see if they can open something for us a little bit earlier, but we are going to be bringing a lot of things to enjoy. We're working with different geocachers. So a little tidbit could be on the test. If you ever looked at the museum, all the glass is mirrored looking, and it never looks the same twice.
Oh, wow.
And I never realized why until I was walking with the director of the museum a little while back, because we were talking about that, and also talking when we walk into the museum, there's a big old space helmet sitting right there inside the door.
Uh-huh.
I was like, why is there a NASA helmet here? And then there's a small exhibit of an astronaut suit and everything like that. Well, the windows are actually covered with a film that NASA uses on the helmets.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So talking with different people around geocaching, geocaching has a little bit to do with space anymore with the Mars rover.
Yes.
We've had geocachers in space.
Yep.
I don't know if any of the new ones, just civilians that went up there are geocachers yet. If anybody knows, let me know. We tried to get the actual trackable that went to space to come to the museum, but that got shot down. So we shot for the moon, but we got really close. We do have a local geocacher who is a teacher who was privileged enough to get one of the travelers that went with the trackable.
Oh, neat.
Cool.
So that will be on display. I have not talked to the individual yet, but may have a tracking code given to it. We'll also have been talking with HQ a little bit. Mark Clemens, who is the founder of Geocoinfest, talks to HQ quite often.
Right.
And we're going to try to have some other stuff. I know Shop Geocaching has talked about some of the Mars rover stuff being there, at least for display.
Neat.
The trackable stuff and stuff like that. So
awesome.
We're going to try to add as much as we can. But the biggest thing about mega event is not anything around you. It's the other people that are around you.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I know last time I have not been there in about 3 weeks. Still talking with the museum. I know we hate saying it, but COVID still is around. Kansas City is not like Colby. It's in it's a big metropolitan area.
Right.
And I know some of the other cities around are getting hit with the Delta variant. So masks may be required at the location. There are a science museum, and they were still requiring it a little bit after everything else. But I will keep people updated on that when it gets closer to time. I didn't really put any of that out just because of the timing. We don't know.
Just double check. Everyone just double check before you leave.
We will have masks provided. My big thing, if I'm going to make somebody wear one, I'll have temporary ones for people to wear that day.
That's great.
I still have extra flamingo.
Cool. Yeah, everybody can do a quick double check before they go, just to make sure. So
people can pick up their packet on Friday, and if they can't get there on Friday, they can pick them up on Saturday.
Yes, definitely.
Perfect. Yeah, that's so. What all can people expect to see or do during CoinFest? What would you say is the activities?
The activities and experiences, everything trackables.
Okay.
So of course we're gonna have vendors. Now the vendors aren't as many as you normally have at some of your bigger CoinFest and megas, due to the fact that since 2021 is an overflow from 2020, there are actually 3 megas that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
So your other events also need vendors. So I know we've worked well. Drive's Cash Closet is coming up.
Oh, great! David's got such a great.
He's right down the road down in Texas, so he's going to come up. He was at Mingo.
Yes.
Plenty of trackables and geocaching supplies. We do have a couple actual coin people coming. Oak Coins is scheduled to come, and they're actually also providing a event exclusive coin.
Oh, neat.
Nice.
That will be seen here in the future. One of the things is with CoinFest, we do keep a lot of things not really secretive, but there are things that will pop up that you won't know until right at the event or something like that. So
makes sense.
But yeah, and then we will have a couple or quite a few classes.
Okay.
And depending on the classes, the size of usually it's going to be about 20 or 30 people in the classroom. Again, hopefully Delta variant doesn't expand.
Right.
Because that's one of the big fears right now is, so I know locally here it's jumped up again. So that's one of our big fears. So
is this
definitely going to do everything we can to get as many people in those classes as possible. So we will have classes on how to design a geocoin, production of them, just basics, geocache, geocoin type activities and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Do you often have somebody like old David Vickery who's going to pull out his suitcase full of coins and everybody gets to show them off? And
you will see a lot of people. I've been contacted by a couple of geocoin collectors who are trying to sell their collections or I will have a bunch of them there just for show and tell. Looking at doing something like they had with the GPS maze with a exhibit type area.
Oh, cool.
Still working on that.
Okay.
Like I said, we're just trying to make it where there's activities for everybody to do. But as we all know, geocaching is about the geocaches as well. So there's plenty of geocaches in the area. So we'll do what we can do to keep you entertained. But geocaching is entertainment on its own too. So
yeah. Speaking of entertainment, Tom, David Vickery needs a forklift to haul around his collection. Well, he may have to get one.
I'm getting pretty close myself.
Forklift rentals are probably available in the Overland Park area. So there you go.
You know what? That's a good point talking about big collections. So if you are a Geocoin freak and you've never been, even if you have been to Geocoinfest, if you're going to a Geocoinfest and you like the little shiny things, here's a pro tip. Set a budget before you go. Because there's lots of shiny there, and you're going to want to buy, which is good. We encourage you to do that, right? But just save yourself from sleeping on the couch for a week and know exactly how much you want to, how much you can't go over when you get there, because you'll buy and then you'll see something else shiny and you'll buy it too. And next thing you know, you're $400 or $500 deep and trying to come up with an explanation. So set yourself a budget, know what you're going to spend, and you're going to find some awesome coins that you haven't seen anywhere else, and go and have fun with it and avoid the fight when you get later.
And there are a lot of geocachers have their personal coins that they'll start selling or trading at the event. Yes, you definitely have. I do like Cacher Nick's. If you have a budget, you'll blow it. That's very likely.
But at least try to set a budget. At least you'll come closer.
At least get in the ballpark of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can be like, wait, where? I don't have any. Where? Can I borrow some money from somebody right now? So, yeah. Jesse is speaking from experience, not necessarily coins.
Maybe, just maybe.
And that's the good reason I'm on earbuds this time, because my wife didn't hear any of that advice.
Good.
There you go. Perfect.
So actually, she made a story or told a story the other day that she feels that she is kind of the reason for the obsession. She got to go to an event. It's back when we had young children. We shared mega events. So she went to a mega event in Prague, and she got me this beautiful cross coin.
Oh, neat.
That I fell in love with, and of course I had to add to the collection because I'm more of a completionist than just liking one pretty thing. I need all of them.
Yeah, so it's basically her fault then.
Yes, it's all her fault.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Oh gosh, don't go with that, guys.
And don't tell her I said that either. So
that's trouble. Yeah, Dee's listening. Sadly for David, his wife. She knows very well.
But before we run out of time, there's more than just coins and those things. There's something else Saturday too, right?
Yes, Saturday night. So it's a tradition all the way from the very first one. Yes, Alyssa is a saint.
Yes.
But she does have her limits.
I don't know about limits. I haven't hit it yet.
Give it time. Come on. I have faith in you.
So she's cooking food right now, so I don't need to make her mad.
Right.
So Saturday night you have Geo. So it goes all the way back to the very first
Geo
Geocoin
Poker.
Fest.
Yeah.
So it's a Geo Poker.
Wow.
So it's Texas Hold'em.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a limited of 40 participants.
Okay.
If you want to check the website, it will verify it. So it's run by a group out of Nebraska who's been doing it. They actually hosted the Omaha Geocoinfest. They've been running a poker tournament since, I think, 2016, 2017. And what you do is you bring 2 coins, unactivated, and that gets you into the game.
Get you
So
playing.
you go and play, and the jackpot is the top 3 go home with coins.
That's
First
awesome.
place gets 50% of the choices, and then it
Right.
goes down from there. I think it's 50, 30, 20 or
Mhm.
some math like that. I don't know. I
Right.
let them do that part of it. But yes, you definitely, what they do is when they come up with the top 3, you go first place, you pick first, second, third, first, second, third, until you get the number you're stuck with, and then you go down from there. And
Usually a ton of coins, though. I mean, you're talking, well, if there's 80, right? If there's 40 people in it, everybody has to bring 2.
That's a lot of coins.
That's 80 coins in the pot. Well, you got to win them, but still.
yes.
So the winner's going to get 40 coins.
That's a lot.
That's awesome. That's a full collection right there.
And of course, we didn't want it just to be for the players.
Right.
So every time they raise the blinds, we will be doing a, I guess you can say, a draw for a free coin.
Oh, neat.
So awesome. Geocoinfest likes to give away coins.
Yes.
Imagine that.
We got the ones for the Geocoin Challenge. You have some that are going to be given away at the poker event.
Right.
And then we can move that on to Saturday.
Yep. That's Saturday.
Sunday. I'm sorry.
Sunday. Okay.
Sunday we are doing.
Before we get into Sunday, since you're talking about giveaways, do you want to remind people we are doing one giveaway tonight and one audio. We will be giving the question here in a little bit, but we're giving away one of those. We're giving away a T-Rex coin tonight. You'll want to put in your hashtag Coinfest into the chat room, and we will draw for that here in a few minutes. So, all right. Sunday, yes. Tell us about Sunday, because there's a lot going on.
It's in my head.
Yep. I love that. That's perfect. That is awesome. Yes. Good job.
So Sunday we are actually doing a snag to tag. So snag to tag, if you haven't heard, if you haven't been around for about 2-3 years, it started, I think, I know it started in Washington around the APE event.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you go out to find a tag or whatever the item is that's being hidden.
Right.
And then once you find that, it's kind of like a big first to find hunt. So we're going to do an event in the morning. And shortly around that time, you'll see everybody disperse by all of them going live.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
You go into the website, say you found it, come back to the event in the evening for the redemption so you can actually claim your tag. And after talking with a group yesterday, we're also adding the Get Out of Town event Sunday night.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to do a Monday event, they can, but it's not going to be the exact event exclusive event.
Okay.
Okay.
So the farewell event's going to be Sunday night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Just to let people enjoy their was it Labor Day that weekend? So because Monday is a holiday, but
yep. Good travel day.
Unfortunately, people still have to travel, so the travel event or travel day. So
right. So a Sunday. Well, that's really cool. You know, this is interesting since it's such a different event. We were in one of the audio question. We're going to give that here in a minute. We'll give it right now. This is the audio folks.
not for the live chat room. So don't put
this
the
is not
answer
for
in
the
the
live chat room.
But somebody always does.
Somebody always try to answer this. You don't want to answer it now. You'll want to send us an email if you'd like to be entered in that, and that includes, of course, all the audio listeners. If you send an email to geocachetalk@gmail.com with the answer to this question, which is when the first Geocoinfest was. And we'll even give you the answer. So what is the answer to that question, Ryan?
So the very first one, so this is the 14th.
Okay.
So if you do the math, it goes back to 2007 was the very first one.
There you go.
So this is the 14th one, even though it was supposed to be last year.
Right. So there you go. Answer the question. Send it to geocachetalk@gmail.com. And you'll be entered to win. And
if I'm wrong, 2007 is the year.
2007.
It's the answer whether it's right or wrong. That's
the answer.
I'm 99% sure it's 2007, but for some reason there's a little thing in the back of my head saying you're wrong.
Yes. And you could win unless you win tonight, and then you can't win both. So, but tonight's winner will be picked here in a second. So #CoinFest. We're about to get that started. Derek has gotten everything lined up, and he's getting ready to do the giveaway for that here in a moment. But I guess right before we do that, let's do some quick final discussion points for that for the event. What are some of your final thoughts? I know we want to with the store's closing. We need to remind people of that.
Store is closing and we made it easy. The end of the month, the store is closed. So when the clock strikes midnight on August 1st, the store will be closed.
Quick question from Husker Meg. Snag Attack thing is 2 events. That's correct,
yes.
Right?
The first one is the launch. So we're bringing everybody close in together. And we'll be giving some stuff away during that as well. So it is worth going to the first event.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second event will be the redemption and farewell. We're looking at possibly doing we're still finalizing the event for that one.
Okay.
Again, with things changing as rapidly as it is, we're trying to stay above everything. So
sure.
I think you're trying to overachieve a little bit with this one. So it's a mega centered around coins, which we all love the shiny stuff. You're giving away coins. There's challenges for it. And you just to cheat a little bit extra, you tied in both dinosaurs and space.
That's awesome.
Obviously, you're trying to bring out the inner nerd in all of us. I think you're not saving anything for the rest of the events doing that. You can't use all the cool stuff in one event.
You can't cheat off all of them.
You're stacking the deck for sure.
So, and I won't say it's close to 500 geocoins that will be given away.
Wow. That's incredible.
Okay, cheater.
Wow.
I had to step it up one more. But
step it up one more.
It's definitely
the tag stuff. So, yeah.
Yep. So
Ryan's kind of guy, if he was in charge of the fireworks, he'd shoot them all off at once. It'd be like one big giant send off of all the fireworks. None of this one at a time thing.
And it's geek or nerd is the question. I think you've hit both of them with this. That's why you're overachieving. So,
yeah,
absolutely. I cannot deny, and I do agree with Mary's there. I claim both.
Yeah, I do as well.
And donuts.
Oh gosh, donuts too. Okay, that's too much.
Donuts and barbecue.
Yeah, poker, everything barbecue
and poker.
Yeah,
So it's definitely going to be a big. Like I always say, it's not about me; it's about everybody who assists. So I'm still handing tasks out, as it was talked about earlier in the thing.
Yes.
People hate to be Ryan's friend. Who knows? I may sneak in and get some T-shirts, but D, I know it was stolen from you, so I'll share it with you. But you can't do this without a group of supporting people.
No, that's true.
And I'm already getting choked up over it. But it definitely takes a lot of people to do these events.
Yes.
Many people have stepped up and said, hey, what do you need? Some have even learned from me and says, we are doing something. What do you want? Hold on one second. Can you grab my plug?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure the computer doesn't die before I'm done.
No, you're fine.
But with everybody who has supported and going to support, it definitely takes a lot to do it. So
yes,
that's one of the big things. Is it's not all about me. I know I'm the one on the podcast. You get to listen to me ramble on about it, but it's definitely a community of support. So
yeah. Big shout out to everyone who's helping.
Oh yeah.
That is key. You know, like Dee said, she's glad to wear that shirt. So, you know, very much.
I'm gonna wear the I'm friends with D one too. So
yeah, I'll wear that shirt proudly as well. All right, well, let's give away that cool T-Rex coin that Ryan's showing. So if you better enter, it's #Coinfest, last chance.
We'll see if we can get to 43.
We're going to.
Oh, and we got a NASCAR twist in it too. So we had to say Richard Petty.
There's a NASCAR twist. See, so perfect. So all right, we're gonna spin the wheel. The
We're trying to
imaginary
share
wheel. There it
everything
goes. It's spinning.
So.
There goes up. There's names. Neil. Up.
Bunch of names in there.
Up. They're all going up. And the winner. Oh, it still isn't. Kelsey.
Very cool.
Winner.
She was already clapping before it got chosen.
She was just happy that it was getting spun.
I know.
That's awesome. So
congrats. And you want to send the information to you?
Yep. Send the note to you can send it to us and we can send it on to Ryan if you wish, or you can send it directly to Ryan if you have that, or either way.
And a sad plug from the beginning, if you still want me to send you something coming from the same address that's going to be shipping this coin out to Kelsey.
Yes.
Or whoever the audio listener winner is.
Yes.
You can also still order all the Mingo stuff.
Mingo Madness.
So because all that money is going to go back into the event as well.
Yep.
Because it's going to support Flint Hills Geocachers is supporting both events. They were one of the event. They were the hosts or big sponsors of Mingo Madness. They're also going to be the ones that are assisting with this event. So,
yeah, thank you, Flint Hills Geocaching. It's a great organization. You guys are doing great. I'd first heard about Flint Hills going to Moga back in the day in Manhattan, Kansas. That was, man.
And
talk about a great mega. That's still it's in the top group for me. Of course, my first one was 14er, so I'm always partial to the. You're always partial
from that one.
Yeah, always partial to your first.
Yeah.
First mega, and
that was your first.
That was my first mega. Was 14er, yeah, a long time ago, but 2016.
Yeah,
not long ago. I mean, but yeah, I didn't really get into the mega game until then. But I'm hooked, man. These are great.
All right, they're fun to attend and fun to host.
If
anybody else wants to host one, I'll gladly let you.
That could be a challenge for sure at times, but they're rewarding. They're very much rewarding. All right. Well, thanks again, Ryan, for being on tonight. Was great, and we'll looking forward to Coinfest kicking off here September 4th. So
yes,
thanks everybody for being on, and
I'll gladly love to meet and to see everybody that comes out and come see me, and I'll definitely get you a path tag.
There you go. Perfect. And it's awesome. All right. Well, thanks again, and we're going to say goodnight, and we'll see everybody Tuesday night, I think, is Gadget Talk. So we will see everybody Tuesday night, and if not, we'll see you shortly on the shows. So take care. Good night, everybody.
May your finds be many, and your DNFs be few. May the terrain and difficulty both be less than 2. And whatever it is you're looking for, may it find its way to you. And may we all meet again.
Folks, we hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. Please email us your comment at geocachetalk@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The show can be found on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Radio Public, or Spotify, as well as at the Geocache Talk website. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below and ring that bell notification so that you can see and hear the show on a weekly basis. And tell your friends about the show. Get them involved with us in the chat room. And until next week, don't just talk about geocaching, go geocaching.